Let me tell you a truth that will change your entire life. The woman you're becoming will cost you the woman you were. The woman who over-apologized, the woman who stayed quiet, the woman who tolerated too much, the woman who settled for crumbs, the woman who survived by dimming. She served you. She protected you. She carried you through storms. Storms you had no business surviving in. But you don't need her anymore. Your soul is ready for a life that doesn't require your disappearance. You're ready to fully exist. Without shrinking, without explaining, without performing. And this return, this homecoming, will feel like a soft unraveling, a remembering, a slow and steady reclaiming of the woman you were always meant to be. And all you have to do is recognize that moment in your healing where you stop trying to become and start trying to remember. Remember the woman who trusted her instincts, the woman who felt alive in her own skin, the woman who dreamed without shrinking the dream to make it more digestible for others. She's not gone. She's not far. She's not damaged beyond recognition. She's simply under layers you built to survive. Layers of responsibility, of being the strong one, layers of emotional labor, layers of functioning, layers of masking your exhaustion with competence. You learned to hold the world together because nobody ever held you. You became the backbone because nobody else stepped up. You became the emotional container because no one else could contain themselves. And now your soul is exhausted from being the adult in every room. This is why you feel the ache. This is why you feel the disconnect, the numbness. This is why life feels muted. It's not that something is wrong, it's that something is calling. Something in you is ready to stop being the scaffolding of your own life and finally become the architect. And what you're feeling right now, it has a name. It's called threshold energy. The space between who you've been and who you're becoming. It feels like restlessness, numbness, low motivation, loss of interest in old patterns, craving something more, but not knowing what. Irritation at absolutely everything that drains you. A sense of, I can't keep living like this. A pull toward quieter, softer spaces. A grief for the parts of you that never got to exist. This isn't regression. It's not depression. It isn't boredom. It's awakening. A soul level one. And awakenings don't always feel like fireworks or epiphanies. Most feel like discomfort, like misalignment, like something is off, like I want my life back. Your soul doesn't scream, it nudges, it whispers, it tugs. It moves the furniture inside your heart until you realize the layout no longer fits. And when that happens, you have two choices. Return to the version of yourself who survived everyone else's expectations, or return to the version of yourself who survived losing herself. Only one of those options leads you home. Let's talk about cycles. The quiet ones you never got credit for breaking. The cycles of saying yes when you mean no. The cycle of being the default emotional caretaker. The cycle of shrinking to avoid conflict. The cycle of keeping the peace at the cost of your own inner war. The cycle of disappearing in relationships. The cycle of being the responsible one since childhood. The cycle of being too understanding, too available, too forgiving. These cycles don't shatter all at once. They dissolve the moment you choose yourself, even slightly, even softly, even in ways no one else sees. Every time you pause before self-abandoning, you break a cycle. Every time you name what you feel, you break a cycle. Every time you rest without guilt, you break the cycle. Every time you honor a preference, every time you stop fixing someone else's emotions, Every time you say, I need a moment, you break a cycle. And it's not dramatic. It's daily, quiet, subtle. It's internal, but it changes everything. Because a woman who no longer abandons herself is unstoppable. Not loud, not forceful, not chaotic, just sovereign. And sovereignty is much quieter than the world thinks. It's the soft confidence of someone who finally feels like herself again. Let's embody this so we can actually feel the gentle shifts that bring us even closer to our return. Practice this today. Notice the moment your body tightens when someone asks for something. The tightening is information. It's your intuition speaking. It's your boundaries speaking. It's the real you speaking. Instead of overriding it, whisper inwardly, I hear you. You don't have to act on it yet. Just acknowledge it. Another shift. Give yourself permission to be human today. Not perfect, not composed, not productive. Human. Rest. Feel. Have limits. Take breaks. Say no. You are not a machine. You're not a coping mechanism. You are not a role. You're a woman with a soul that deserves oxygen. One more practice for you. Do something today that is for no reason. Lay on the floor. Walk aimlessly. Make tea and stare out a window. Play your favorite music. Take a longer shower. Breathe intentionally. Productivity has been stealing your selfhood. Pleasure is what brings it back. And here's how you return to self-loyalty. Your healing won't come from being stronger. It will come from being truer. Strength is what saved you. Truth is what will free you. And the truth you're finally ready to admit is this: I miss myself. Not the version other people loved. Not the version you performed. Not the version who held it all. You miss the version who felt alive. And this is good news. If you miss her, she's not gone. She's reachable. She's waiting. She's yours. And you will find her, but not by doing more. By doing less of what killed her spirit. Less pleasing, less overriding, less pretending, less shrinking and apologizing. More breath, more honesty, more slowness and presence, more self-loyalty. That is the soft return. That is the quiet homecoming. That is the rebuilding of your spark. You're not late, you're not behind, you're not broken, you are simply returning. I promise you there will come a day soon when you wake up and the first thing you feel is yourself. Not the pressure, not the responsibility, not the weight that you've carried for so long that your spine forgot what softness felt like, but you, a quiet presence, a steady warmth, a remembering. This is the moment you realize your return didn't happen all at once. It happened in 100 small, sacred choices that you made every day for you. You didn't fight your way back. You didn't hustle your way back. You didn't force your way back. You came back gently. You came back in the pause before the yes, in the truth you whispered to yourself. You came back in the small boundaries that you honored. You came back in every moment you stopped abandoning yourself. You came back in every breath where you decided, I matter here too. And that's when life begins to shift around you, quietly but unmistakably. Because when a woman returns to herself, everything she touches becomes truer. Her relationships, her choices shift, her tone shifts, her energy shifts. Her life rearranges itself to match the woman she is becoming, instead of the woman she had to be. This is not ego, this is not selfishness, this is alignment. The kind you don't manifest, the kind you embody. Your selfhood becomes the ground you stand on, not something you negotiate with. Your worth becomes the air you breathe, not something you beg for. Your boundaries become natural, not dramatic. Your voice becomes familiar again, like a song you forgot you knew. Your spark returns in quiet flashes, not in a performance, but in presence. Your desires return without shame. Your softness returns without apology. Your truth returns without fear. And slowly, you begin building a life that actually feels like yours. Not the life you were conditioned into, not the life you tolerated, not the one you survived, but the life that fits the woman you're remembering now. This is sovereignty. Not loud, not forceful, not dominant, but soft and honest, steady and self-owned. You're not here to be the strong one forever. You're here to be the true one. You're not here to be the responder. You're here to be the author. You're not here to be the container for everyone else's emotions. You're here to be the container for your own soul. And the moment you become loyal to yourself again, to her again, you stop living a life that drains you and start living a life that sustains you. This return, this soft, sacred homecoming will be the most important thing you ever do. Because you're not just reclaiming your spark, you're reclaiming your life. You're reclaiming your voice, your worth, your identity, your energy, your desire, your soul. You're reclaiming the woman you were never meant to lose. And as you rise, gently, steadily, quietly, your life will begin to reflect the truth of who you really are, not the shadow of who you had to be. This is your return, and you are ready. She's not out there somewhere. She's inside of you, waiting for you to pay her attention.